How did I say that? Yeah, I had some small issues overnight. I had to fix, so I was sleeping late. Actually, my daughter is still sleeping, which is kind of surprising. Anyway, I'm buying Aussie because it kind of ignored the VWAP. I mean, it hovered around here a little bit, and now it's below. But I'm going to keep buying it until it breaks this support here, and I'm just gonna stop it out. Right now, cable is actually at the VWAP, so that looks like a good thing. And Euro has a little bit to get to it, and so has dollar CAD. So maybe this support on ASEAN is just the right distance. Like it's about 6 pips from support, and the Euro is also. How much is that? 4.4. Pound is already there, and the dollar CAD has 2.4. So let's see. Maybe I'm lucky and that plays actually out. But besides that doesn't look so pretty.
You gotta listen up, listen up. There's not a thing that I can get from you. Boy, I don't need that much, need that much. How can I tell you what I wanna do? I never needed you to give me things. I never needed gifts of diamond rings. All I ever need, all I ever need is here with you. There's a place where we can go, where it's all shining like the stone. Listen to your heartbeat, don't you know that I just wanna be with you? Baby, there's a place where we can go, where it's all shining like the stone. Listen to your heartbeat, don't you know
Pound yen.
that I just wanna be with you?
Cable.
Get enough. Don't ever let me be away from you. I'm gonna hold it tight, 'cause you're the only thing that I care
pound yen. Dollar CAD.
The time is 11:38 a.m. Have a good morning. The time is 11:40 a.m.
I should stop playing with Alexa and scale in when it hits the support, but I didn't. Whatever.
An update here in China and reports that its foreign exchange trade system, a unit of the People Bank of China that facilitates the nation's onshore currency trading, has been inquiring with some banks in Shanghai about the recent slump in currency trading. The CFS ETS asked the banks why trading activities declined and what difficulties banks are facing and if they need any help. According to this report,
Actually, the Aussie dollar is going down dangerously deep. This is maybe not working at all.
NASDAQ, NASDAQ,
You're catching a falling knife.
Yeah, a little bit. The euro is above VWAP, but the Aussie dollar is going dangerously down. There's some support on ASEAN.
What do you think about gold?
dollar CAD,
We're starting to
Good.
get the dollars denominated March trade balance numbers out of China now. Its exports were a gain of 14.7%, imports at minus 1.1%, while the trade balance is surplus at $47.38 billion worth. Again, to repeat that's the Chinese trade balance numbers in dollars now for March. A surplus of $47.38 billion worth, with the expected at $21.7 billion. For exports year on year, that's 14.7% higher than the expected 12.8. Imports coming in at minus 0.1% versus expected 8.4 reading.
Gold looks pretty much the same, but it has two actual support levels. One is close to the VWAP, and the other one is a little bit below the pivot. It would be in my favor if that goes up, actually.
Agreed. But I'm willing to wait for a retrace before buying.
Yeah, 1967, something like that. No, hold on. I cannot read these numbers. Hold on. $1966, something like that. But then there is the pivot, 1964, and the lower support is at 1961. So this is talking $7. That's pretty far.
cable,
Are you going to buy NCT dip?
Looks like I should have bought pound yen instead. It went straight back up. NCT what? Sorry.
NCD.
Against the US dollar.
JPY. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's much deeper than the Aussie dollar. No. That would be literally a cat catching a knife. I mean, it's an interesting level, but I'm not so sure this is actually a good thing.
I mean, they raised like their raised by the 50 basis points, so the fundamentals are, I mean, pretty much there.
Yeah, it went pretty. It went pretty straight up on the opening. Oh, sorry, not opening, on the announcement, but now it's actually lower than that.
$CAD.
Yeah, this doesn't look like it's gonna work out. Lots of momentum. Okay, when I can scale in one more time, but I'm not gonna move to stop.
updated pricing here from ASB Bank now expect RBNZ will be raising its cash rate by 50 base points in May, in line with Kiwi Bank, who we heard from earlier.
And stopped out.
That's tough, man.
Gold. Gold.
I'm gonna buy some gold. To stop at 19,664, 6399, whatever. Yeah, that's no fun. That's not gonna make me any money.
Cable.
Yeah, sadly, it's not that it's a little bit more complicated than that. Was overall a 7.5% loss. But that doesn't mean it doesn't work. There's money to be made. It just has to be made a little bit differently. And I'm not really sure I'm prepared for that. There are enough companies out there that do that already. So there will be a test, a much more rigorous test for entries, and then there will be no qualification besides that. Which is probably gonna work. The problem is that there's competition that doesn't do that, and then they will be always be favored, even if doing it for free. But that's basically the idea, doing it for free in exchange for a very rigorous test. I'm still working on that. I have some liquidity to take care first. Because if I don't make the evaluation, I have to pay the collateral myself. Yeah, that's right.
DAX.
It was from the traders that went live. About 82% of them failed in the first 2 months. Actually, let me have a look. Yeah, 82.6%. No, bust would be 100%.
Dollar index.
Only 32% of the firm's capital were used for prop. Prop is not the only thing the firm does. I'm not an idiot. And this music is terrible today.
DAX.
Good day.
Morning. I did the evil thing today.
What was that?
I bought gold.
Nice. At the BWAP?
Yeah,
Did you hold it?
it actually did. Yeah, surprised. The support is like 70 cents lower. Oh, hold on. Yeah, 70 cents lower. And my
you got paid
stop
well.
is $2.10 from the VWAP. So this is very conservative. Because, well, it's
Yeah.
gold.
You got paid.
I just got hammered on AUDJPY.
Yeah, you know what they say, gold happens. Anyway.
The euro didn't move very much. The pound went down. Pound yen went up. Euro yen went up. Aussie yen went down. Story of my life. Always in the wrong shit.
I'm looking for gold to do the retrace down to like 1950, but there's that range.
Yeah, it's not a pretty buy. Because there's a structural resistance level, not just $2 up. I was thinking maybe in 1972.9 or something like that. Or maybe a little bit lower. 1972.5 or just a high of the day, 1972.08.
You're thinking buys still? I'm thinking sells.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like there is actually there is a resistance at 1970.30. Actually, it's maybe a little bit low. Let me just make a line there real quick. Yeah, 70.63, something like that.
Which has had a lot of tests already.
Dollar index.
And if it breaks that, then yeah, 72.66 or maybe 74.30. But yeah, that's me being a complete idiot when it comes to gold.
Yeah, well, what else you gonna? I mean, because we're in this range, and it's like even if you go to like the 15-minute, half hour, and all that, we're in this range.
Yeah, it is pretty large, but yeah, what does that mean? Nothing.
Well, large means if it goes to the end, you can get paid.
Yeah, but it also means you have to have large stops, and that doesn't make you lots of money. It's just makes you stay at the chart for freaking
That's
ever.
what it is, yeah. And we're right in the middle of it now, right?
Yeah, in true Weaver fashion, right in the middle. Yeah, the yen pairs are still going down. I mean, Aussie yen. This doesn't look very pretty. Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna take profit at the resistance level on gold. It's not gonna pay for the Aussie yen loss, but it's at least gonna make me some money. Taking small chunks today. I really still wanna buy the yen pairs. Pound yen I was actually there and I didn't buy it because I was still buying Aussie yen and I didn't want to double my risk. I should have done that.
Cryptocurrency here as the Bank of Japan reiterates it has no plans for a central bank digital currency now.
Alright, this blood pressure thing is more confusing than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically I'm dead already on paper.
You know, if you fast on water for 3 or 4 days and do light exercise and then gradually work in only clean food, your doctor will be shocked when they measure your blood pressure the next time.
I bought me one thing to measure it, so I can do it more regularly.
But you have to suffer for like 3 days to get your system reset. And it will be suffering the first couple times, but after that, if you use it like once or twice a year or whatever, it won't be as hard.
You mean just live off water?
3 days. And then gradually work in clean food, starting with, fresh fruit, of course, like a coconut.
You mean
But
fasting?
but the 3 days of not eating food will reset your system. Like, food will taste different even.
I can do that. I'm not too much into food, so whatever. That's not gonna be difficult.
Yeah, can you keep the coffee off for 3 days?
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
So
That's gonna be Mission Impossible type.
it has to be everything. People say you can fast on coffee, but it's not clean. I've done it actually. I've experimented with it. You can, but it's not clean. It doesn't like it inhibits the stuff that you're trying to get from the fasting. So you'll have a fasting headache and a coffee headache at the same time.
Yeah, I don't do real coffee anyway.
Meaning you're using Nescafe 3-in-1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that stuff has its own special challenge.
Yeah. So I'd rather prefer to buy me a proper coffee machine. But I'm too cheap for that.
Really now? Yeah, I saw a few. They're pretty expensive.
Yeah, for no reason. Like Seiko ones, they are actually pretty cheap, but it's good quality. Entirely made out of plastic, very easy to service, so you're not chaining yourself to the manufacturer in terms of service and repair. You can buy all the spare parts off the internet. You can get one of those machines, even the older generations in Germany, for like, I don't know, 250, 300 bucks. But here in Thailand, they're like 1,500. And a new one like 3 grand. What the fuck?
Yeah. I saw that. And I was like, oh. Is that what ISO means?
Yeah, it's not. Like I said, this is very standard. In Germany, basically every office has one of these because, like I said, they're not expensive and they're very easy to maintain. Because you can literally buy every spare part off the internet from the manufacturer.
So my on gold 15-minute is it a bull flag or is it gonna break down?
15-minute looks bullish, pretty much.
Looks like a bull flag, right?
Well, if it's a flag, then... you mean the recent one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nice. I didn't even see that.
Well, if it's a flag, it has a probability that it'll fail.
Oh, shut up already. Yeah, but if it's a bull flag, it's supposed to break out now. But range is actually much larger. It fits at least 6 more 15-minute candles. And I hope this is not going to take that long. And if it does take that long, it will invalidate the flag anyway. And then what you just said is going to happen.
Yeah. So I'm watching it.
Yeah, if it's a bull flag, it's probably has to go now. I mean, this is the 3rd wave now. But since when gold cares? Since when gold cares about that? Right?
Yeah. No, I mean it can break out a little bit and then go all the way down.
Oh, that's fine with me. If it does that, I'm gonna close it. That's literally what I'm planning for. But like I said before, I just take profit at the wave stop and at the flag stop and call it a day for gold at least. That would pay me half of my loss on ASEAN. Good enough. Yeah, I'm very small in that. I just have 63 ounces on. That's because the stop is it's like half my risk. The stop is pretty far away, so it's not very big size. There she comes. Come on, you can do it. How far is that anyway? 80 cents to the top? Is that what you have? Well, the flag top is actually right here, right now. But the structural top is 80 cents higher.
You're in 3 ounces?
63.
Oh, okay.
But the stop is like I said, the stop is below VWAP, but above the pivot. Probably a bad idea too. It's literally asking to get stopped out base if it tests the pivot. And there's another support level around, let's just say if it happens in 3 candles at 1962.13. That would actually be a very nice short target. No, not really. Never mind. Forget what I just said, because I'm gonna stop that at 65, and there's the pivot at 64, and then support at 62. There's just so much crap in the way.
Yeah, it might not be smart, but I'm waiting for the sells.
Yeah, but where are you gonna sell it? Besides, like 50 cents higher. There's the previous high from yesterday, which is pretty far. It's almost R1 today. And then we have, there was another level I saw on the hourly, I think. Hold on a second. Yeah, there's another level around 76, maybe a little bit higher. Yeah, there are 76.5, something like that.
Top of the hours with the European futures open as well as the UK inflation report. And before trading gets underway across European markets, quick rundown of the major headlines from overnight. Fed officials split on post-pandemic inflation landscape, as we heard from Fed's Bullard speaking to the FT that need more aggression to tame inflation.
There's my level.
Well, Fed's barking as well, noting the best path
it's right there to take profit.
Rapidly. We heard from President Biden as well, indicting Putin of committing genocide in Ukraine. Reuters sources reporting that US will be stepping up massive new surge of Ukrainian military aid in the range of $758 million worth. As well from the US, renewing embassy push in the Solomon Islands after China packed.
Whoa, what's going on?
26,000 again as COVID zero resolve holds. Looking to the Bank of Canada today,
I looked at the clock on that one.
As well, comments from the Japanese finance minister overnight that rapid yen moves are undesirable. Main event last night as the RBNZ hiked its rates by a hefty 50 basis points.
It's probably just a fake.
And UK political news, PM Johnson seen to survive as Tory MPs shrug off his fine imposed. Finally, we look to the French economy as their central bank notes that the economy too slow as Ukraine war fallout hits its industry. Looking to the major market moves over the session, and Treasury slipped while Asian stocks were mixed overnight as investors calibrated economic risks from elevated inflation. Japan shares gained, but Hong Kong and China wavered, while signals from futures were muddy. S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 contracts rose, but Europe's did dip. So New Zealand dollar was among the best performance in the group of 10 currency basket following a half-point rate rise from the RBNZ. That again highlights the trend of sharp monetary tightening across a range of economies. In commodities, we did see oil topping $100 a barrel after Russian President Putin vowed to continue the war in Ukraine, and China partially eased its COVID curbs.
What happened to gold?
Yeah, I don't know what to do actually, to be honest. It's over my take profit already.
Hodl that gold.
YOLO that shit. Look at the indices, the Nasdaq went straight up just now. $30. And the DAX as well, but the DAX didn't went that far. Oh, hold on. That's 20 euros and 85. That's 40 euros. Holy shit.
Cable.
Yeah, it's at the high now, gold. I'm just gonna close it. I don't want to gamble it away.
Maybe it's a fake out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm worried about. It's just a reaction to the news.
Except there's nothing fake about it.
Oh yeah, right, it's gold. Just a normal day in paradise.
Here comes the moment of truth.
Pulling back. 100% retrace. With me still in it because I'm an idiot.
You could put your stops to 1971.30 and...
Yeah, that's too close. If it retests the resistance level, it's gonna go 1970.51. Wait, what did you say?
I said 1971.30. Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah, that's too close. That's easy gonna happen. Okay, 1971.30. 1971.15 will be a horizontal level. But it's not very solid. Yeah, if a move like that happens, you just take the money because it's literally free money. And there's a very, very high chance it's gonna pull back. On the other hand, could just say, okay, let's just wait for the high. And while I just said that, it pulled back.
I'm in a sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where is your stop gonna be? That's the problem. I agree with the sell or the midterm. I mean, not that it's happened now, but where are you gonna put your stops? Must be above the high, right? So like 79-ish?
It's gotta be, yeah, it's gotta be all the way up there. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Or, I mean, otherwise, you're not gonna be able to, you're just throwing money away.
I wanted to try if it pulled back.
You'd have to be able to scale it all the way up to the previous high.
No, my stop loss is in this high. Super tight, like break even.
Yeah, I don't have a good experience with super tight stop losses in gold.
I just wanted to experiment a little bit to see.
I just added 1 ounce to my buy position just for the meme. Yeah, I'm just gonna close it at a high. Which is another... Wait, that's 50 cents? 70 cents, 74 cents. So let's just put in 1,000 ounces or something like that. Oh, no, hold on. We tested it already. Yeah, this could easily go down, like... casually, just pull back. The VWAP didn't bend much either. Yeah, the VWAP looks bad.
But not as bad as yesterday's video.
Yeah, but it didn't follow the price, and that usually means there is no volume. It just spiked up, so...
Yesterday the VWAP was exactly flat at this time. I mean, no slope.
I just put it under in voice context. You see, the price went up, but the VWAP didn't.
Yeah.
Bad sign.
AUDJPY is recovering.
Yeah, but this looks like a short reversal on the VWAP now. I just don't like the London session. Need to get my ass out of bed earlier. I didn't hear my alarm at all. Very strange. I should have just bought pound yen, like I said. I would be still in profit, and the cable just went green. If the indices don't pull back, this is gonna go straight up. But what's the fun in that?
Got gold again.
Yeah, I see it. Just hit the top. Oh no, it went over the top already. This is another level. This is from yesterday. The resistance from yesterday, which was broken as well. And there's another one, but this is very weak at 74.37.
Yeah, this was already a push before the open, right?
Oh yeah, that could be just opening volatility. 15 minutes for pre-market. Big gold move. Let's check the blood pressure again. I need to find out what causes that. But a position with a 0.06% risk is probably not gonna cause it. $168. Okay, let's just add another ounce for the meme.
You pretty much broke even.
Yeah, give it a minute. Gold's gonna fuck it up. Oh yeah, I'm actually green already. 0.01. Well, not really. It's just rounding up.
We're just under 10 minutes away from the top of the hour and the release of UK inflation data for the month of March. We'll lead with the UK CPI print year on year for March. We're looking for an increase of 6.7%. The range of estimates between 6.4 and 8%. That's against a prior 6.2. CPI month on month in the UK seen rising by 8%. Range of estimates between 3 and 9, and that's against a prior 8%. For the core CPI print year on year, we're looking for 5.3%. The range 5.1 up to 5.8 against a prior 5.2%. Onto the retail price index year on year, seen at 8.8%, up from a prior 8.2. Month on month, seen at 9% from 8 prior. And onto the PPI numbers, PPI output month year on year, looking for 11.1% from a prior 10.1. PPI output month on month, seen at 1.2% from a prior 8. HSBC in their preview, noting CPI rising from 5.5 to 6.2% for the year in February. Base effects did play a part, but underlying inflation momentum continues to run hot, with monthly core CPI coming in at 8 on the month, 3% above the average, continuing the trend seen over the last 6 months. The RPI increase was a little more muted though, up from 7.8 to 8.2, and they do expect a further leg up in March, partly due to a rise in food inflation, positive base effects alongside ongoing underlying strength. They also expect monthly core CPI inflation continuing to run 0.3% above average. As a result, they expect the CPI rate to climb to 6.6% on the year, the core CPI rate to rise to 5.6%, and RPI at 8.7% on the year. The Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister confirms it's not possible to open the humanitarian corridors today, as the occupying forces have been violating the ceasefire and blocking buses which were evacuating civilians.
Is anybody going to trade pound news?
I was thinking about it, but
had
I
some
did
buys
buy
on
pound
cable.
Aussie yen and got stopped out.
I had some buys on
There's
cable,
no
but
entry now.
I trailed them very tight and got stopped with small profit.
We're just under 3 minutes away from the release of UK CPI data for March. We'll lead with the CPI year on year, seen rising by 6.7%. Month on month, seen at spot 8%. Core CPI on the year seen rising by 5.3%. The retail price index on the year looking at 8.8% and spot 9% on the month. And PPI output on the year seen at 11.1%. Month on month, seen at 1.2%.
Oh, look at that volatility. That's just untradeable on a small time frame.
Yeah, 2 minutes before the top of the hour.
One minute till UK CPI year on year, seen rising by 6.7%.
You did close your gold trade, yeah?
No, because I'm an idiot.
Oh, you want to catch the breakout? I get you.
Yeah, that's the idea.
10 seconds.
When it breaks, I'm just gonna do a 10 pip trading stop or something like that.
7% on the year, one spot, 1% on the month.
Never mind, there goes my money.
7% on the year, core rate 5 spots, 7% on the year. The retail price index 9% on the year, 1% on the month, and PPI output 11 spot, 9% on the year and 2% on the month. Beats across the board, it looks like, for UK inflation data. Headline CPI rising 7% versus 6.7 expected. Month on month beating at 1 spot 1 versus spot 8. Core outrun also stronger, 5 spot 7 versus 5 spot 3. We did see stronger prints for RPI and PPI as well from the UK.
That was a stupid open.
Yeah, because PPI.
We do have an inflation expectation survey out from Sweden as well. Put further details up on the board.
The US dollar just made a new low, so yeah, I cannot find anything right now. I'm gonna get stopped out in gold in a minute. I should have taken the money, but I didn't. Just retested the resistance, by the way. Should have scaled in there, but actually...
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How you doing, man?
Bad man. Thank you very much. Waiting for buyers of gold right now.
Order pending.
Hey, yo, Tox. I'm buying that kiwi and dip. What you think about that?
Order cancelled.
Never mind, it's falling.
Just under 10 minutes time at 15 minutes past the hour, we do expect to hear from the Bank of Japan Governor Kuroda, set to speak at the Trust Companies Assembly.
Order filled.
Aussie yen.
Comments from the BOJ Governor Kuroda says the Japanese economy showing some weakness but is picking up as a trend. More from Kuroda says consumer inflation is hovering around spot 5%, likely to accelerate for the time being.
Wow, the market outlook makes like 0 sense. Except of Euro Yen. But I think that hit its target already. Oh, not yet.
Kuroda says the BOJ will underpin the economy's recovery from the pandemic by patiently sustaining the current powerful monetary easing.
I'm buying Kiwi JPY dip.
Oh, doing the knife thing like me. Oh, that went quick. It's just random volatility going on here, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And
Ah,
there
ASEAN is going straight up too.
Aussie is much stronger, yeah.
Yeah, but the Aussie dollar itself isn't. So this could be just volatility. Let's see when dollar CAD hits the VWAP.
Dollar index. Gold.
Order filled.
Dollar yen briefly trading with a 126 handle as Kuroda speaks, sorry.
All right, moment of truth. Come on, gold. Stop me out already.
Order filled. Order filled.
Cable.
Order filled. Order filled.
Selling dollar CAD real quick.
Dollar CAD.
Order filled.
The Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister said there's a high
Order
risk of
filled.
chemical weapons being used on our country.
DAX.
Order filled. Order filled.
And buying the DAX.
Cable. Dollar CAD.
Order filled. Order filled.
Euro dollar.
The Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister says fierce fighting currently ongoing in the east.
Order filled. Stock filled. Stock filled.
Oh, that was a quick death. Dollar cats, that just stopped me out.
Order filled. 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 Order filled.
T200.
Order filled. Order filled.
A quick look around the markets ahead of the European cash equity market open. European futures pointing to a relatively flat open in Europe this morning. US futures are higher though, the S&P E-mini futures up just shy of spot 7%. Seen further gains in US government bond yields this morning as well. US 10-year yield moving above 2.76% in recent trade. Seen dollar yen rising above 126 as well for the first time since 2002. The major headlines from overnight: comments from Fed's Governor Bullard saying it's fantasy to think that modest rate rises will tame inflation. He said the Fed will need to be more aggressive. Comments from the Fed's Barkin as well, who said the Fed should raise rates to the neutral range as quickly as possible and can move above that should price pressures persist. That was the Fed's Barkin. US President Biden speaking overnight as well did for the first time accuse Russia of committing genocide in Ukraine, significantly escalating his condemnation of Putin's invasion. The administration also expected to announce as soon as today another $750 million in military assistance for Ukraine in their fight against Russia. There's also been a new poll out for Biden, his approval rating dropping to 41%. That's the latest Reuters Ipsos poll. Turning to Europe, the French economy said to be slowing more than previously expected, according to the Bank of France. Their survey now sees French GDP at spot to 5% in Q1. That's half the rate that was forecast back in March. UK inflation data out as well this morning. If you miss it, coming in much stronger than expected. 7% year on year versus 6.7, up from 6.2 prior.
Gold.
And overnight in Asia, Shanghai posting a new daily record for COVID cases. Much of the city remains under lockdown. Just over 26,000 new infections, topping the record high seen on Sunday. In terms of data, Chinese exports rose more than expected overnight, 14.7.
Euro dollar.
Comments from the Japanese finance minister garnering some attention as well. He said rapid moves in the yen were undesirable and warned that the government was watching currency moves closely. And the RBNZ raising their cash rate by 50 basis points, says they're to keep tightening at a pace as well, and warn the risk of persistent high inflation expectations have increased. Kiwi dollar did rally initially, is lower versus the greenback as we start this morning though. The reports we read this morning saying the hawkish view was tempered somewhat by the RBNZ keeping their forecast for rates to peak at 3.35% by the end of 2023. Looking ahead, not much left on the European data docket. We've got the final prints for Spanish CPI and Italian industrial production. Italy looking to raise 6.5 to 8 billion across 5 BTP lines. Germany with a 4 billion euro tap of a 2032 bond as well. Also worth keeping an eye on the Finnish Parliament as well. They're set to release the details of this white paper this morning. Could kick off their application to join NATO. And then this afternoon, US PPI, earnings from JP Morgan, BlackRock and Delta, and the Bank of Canada due at 3, where consensus is for a 50 basis point hike.
Close
Order
all.
filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Ah, I forgot my gold tray. Ah, never mind. I just closed the DAX hedge. It's still, I completely forgot I'm still in gold. It just went over the VWAP. Damn it!
You didn't close?
No, I wasn't stopped out. My stop out is it. My stop out was 60 cents lower than the low. And I just closed my DAX hedge with the close all button, and that closed my gold trade as well.
Take my word and make it your turn. If my tail sounds just like your girl.
There's actually support on the DAX, not very much lower. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna be tested. But yeah, you know, hedging and whatnot. Don't play with fire.
You try to find a way and get forgiveness. The search for pain is closer an addiction. So I'm just here to tell you why. Why? It is what it is. Why? It is what it is, what it is, what it is. Why? It is what it is, what it is. Why? It is what it is, what it is, what it is. Why? It is what it is, what it is. Why? It is what it is, what it is, what it is. Why? It is what it is. Why? I'm just here to tell you it is what it is. There's no running, no hiding from it. You just have to stand and face it. She left you with no words of reason. All you can do is club and rebound. I know it's hard, but you can fake it. Yeah, just fake it till you make it. Before you know it, you'll forget her. Yeah, at least until the fog is clear. You ask her what you did and how to fix it. You try to find a way and get forgiveness. The search for pain is close to an addiction. So I'm just here to tell you why.
Surprisingly, I made money.
It is what it is. Why? It is what it is, what it is, what it is. Why? It is what it is, what it is. Why? It is what it is, what it is, what it is. Why? You ask her what you did and how to fix it. Why? You try to find a way and get forgiveness. Why? Search for pain is close.
See what gold does now. I will be so pissed if that goes up now. Oh, wait, I show you the... Oh, this was right at the... I didn't look at it. I just... Okay, the DAX hits the low. I'm gonna exit all. Didn't even look at the money or where gold is.
Nice.
Yeah, I put it in voice context. It just tested the VWAP from Villa. But actually, if I would have seen it, I probably would have exited it too. No, hold on. This is the following candle. It already crossed over and it retested from above. Yeah, that was really dumb. Alright, being stupid, making money. That's how you go broke.
Euro dollar.
just under 10 minutes away from the top of the hour. European cash equity market set to open. We get the final prints for Spanish CPI as well for March. No change expected to the prelim reads. Month on month seen at 3% year on year, 9.8. And EU harmonised CPI seen at 3.9 on the month and 9.8% on the year in Spain. The forces commander of Iran's IRGC says even if all American leaders are killed, this would not be enough to revenge the death of Soleimani.
Damn, Bitcoin is tanking. It's 39.9 already. It's 4 grand down.
USD is going ham, bro.
Here's your reminder. Frankfurt market opening in 5. Here's your reminder.
Are you sure about that? I mean, I see what you mean, but I'm not so sure this is actually gonna last. Ah, gold is gonna go straight up for sure. Just to rub it in. Looks like the DAX is trying again on support. It's probably gonna go to the pivot.
Gold.
Just under 3 minutes till Spanish CPI data. As we said, no change expected to the prelim reads for March, seen at 3% on the month, 9.8 on the year. EU harmonised, seen at 3.9 on the month and 9.8 on the year. Ten seconds. %3 on the month, 9.8 on the year for Spanish CPI. EU harmonised 3.9 on the month and 9.8 on the year. As expected, no change to the prelims.
Oh, nice. That's gonna smash the DAX down too. Oh wow, the DAX just broke support and the pivot. Yeah, but that would have been pure gambling anyway.
Gold.
The Russian Defense Ministry says just over 1,000 Ukrainian Marines have now surrendered in Mariupol.
What is Canadian interest rates? They're actually expected to raise and actually double them. Nice. That's gonna shake the tree for sure. 6 hours 55 minutes from now.
Gold.
And I'm looking for a setup, but it looks kinda itchy now. I'm thinking of shorting the DAX, but it's not this pretty idea. My gold trade is actually still valid. It never hit my stop loss. I just exit all my positions on the DAX when it paid for my loss. That's why this one was closed, so technically this position will still be on. But I'm not a gold trader anyway, so whatever. And for the rest of the spectrum, there is like nothing. USDCAD went up, so yeah. I But if the DAX goes down and the Nasdaq breaks revap, maybe shorting a yen pair. In other words, there's no setup right now besides of selling the euro. Hold on a second for the euro.
Nasdaq.
16 pips to the low from when was that? Last month-ish. Yeah, but I don't know. This is a good idea. I don't think this is a good idea. Let me just remove the pivots real quick. Very annoying. Yeah, it's 16 pips, but I don't know, it's 33 pips stop, that's not gonna happen. Okay, I could do an aggressive one with under Viva. Something like that, but then it would still 22, yeah, this is never, no, I'm not gonna do that. Then it's too far extended already. It's already 12 pips below. I should have done that 30 minutes ago. Yeah, if I would have done a VWAP trade when it broke below here and retested, so the entry would be somewhere around here, then it would be 15, we'll see, 1 to 1, whatever. Yeah, it's not the perfect thing. Nasdaq just popped over the VWAP.
Comments from the Japanese Chief Cabinet Secretary says no comment on FX levels, does say though FX stability is important. The Japanese ruling LDP policy chief commenting as well says no comment on FX levels. And back to the Chief Cabinet Secretary, sharp FX moves are undesirable.
Nasdaq. Nasdaq.
So your tears been running like a waterfall. Thought the stars would never let you down. And you keep on thinking you can save yourself, but that's love, that's just love. You should know some things will hurt, and you'll end up getting burned. I just hope that you will learn. That's just love, that's just love. You will get back up again, even if you don't know when. And it feels like the world broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love. Every time you feel the walls are closing in, and it seems like nothing makes it better, you should try to remember that's just how it is when it comes to love, comes to love. 'Cause you know sometimes it hurts, and you end up getting burned. But sometimes it can be beautiful. That's just love, that's just love. You will get back up again, even if you don't know when. And it feels like the world is coming down on you. You have to move on, deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love. You have to move on, deal with your broken heart. You have to move on, deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love. Even if you don't know when. Deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love.
DAX.
The Japanese finance minister commenting as well says no comment on FX levels. Dollar yen currently trading 126.19, has been up to 126.31 in recent trade. The finance minister says FX stability is important.
So, what are we gonna do? DAX just tested a Viva from below.
Are you taking any trades?
No, I'm just looking for a setup. Other than shorting the DAX, I have nothing. And shorting the DAX is not something I really want to do. Dollar CAD is at resistance too. Maybe the euro is going back up. TV and short, huh? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's 23 pips off VWAP. There's okay, the structure intraday has already been broken and it's being retested. Yeah, the entry was kinda here, but it didn't even retest the support. Not a pretty entry. Also, it's gonna be really difficult to find a stop.
Japanese finance minister says sharp FX moves are undesirable.
Gold shorts. Pretty much the same.
NASDAQ.
Yeah, I have nothing besides shorting the DAX. Like I said, this is not something I want to do.
AUDJPY buys, but it's not working out.
Yeah, and entering now is pretty bad. It's like in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there's both potential for long and short, but you need to have huge stops. So no instant Lambo.
And the finance minister says they'll be watching FX moves closely from now on.
But they do, huh? From now on.
Euro dollar. NASDAQ.
To the rhythm of the violent breeze.
Maybe sell gold on the VWAP? Or the euro? No, dollar CAD is at resistance. It's probably gonna keep going up. ASEAN looks interesting for a buy. But it's plus 10 already. Ah, did you? I just see I got stopped out at the literally at the low. That is so depressing. Because I bought ASEAN this morning.
That sucks, man.
Put it in voice context. But yeah, it took almost 2 hours to get back up, so yeah.
Okay, I'm going now. Bye.
Alright, have a good one.
Gold.
I think we're gonna murder some kids in VR. Oh, ASEAN is moving so nice. Too bad I missed that entry.
The Japanese finance minister says sharp FX moves are very problematic.
I could use some sharp FX moves.
Hello?
Hello.
Alright.
Hello, Hussein, hello. Oh my god.
Hey, well,
Double kill. Oh.
We're just under 10 minutes away from the top of the hour, awaiting Italian industrial production data for February. Month on month seen rising 1% from a prior -3.4. Year on year seen at spot 9% from a prior -2.6. Also expecting the IEA to release their oil market report as well.
Dollar index.
This is a reminder. London market opening in 5, This is a reminder. London market opening in 5.
Minutes to Italian industrial production data. Month on month for Feb seen rising 1%, year on year seen rising spot 9%.
Dollar index.
Just under 1 minute.
Cable.
Ten seconds. 4% on the month and 3.3% on the year for Italian industrial production. The IEA oil market report out as well. They're cutting their oil demand forecast as China reimposes lockdown. The IEA lowers their estimate for 2022 global oil demand by 260,000 barrels a day. They're citing COVID in China and lower OPEC demand. Also expect Russian oil supply to fall by 1.5 million barrels a day this month and 3 million from May. The German Economic Institute in their joint forecast cutting 2022 GDP forecast to 2.7%. They do raise 2023 though to 3.1%. This was flagged up by sources yesterday. Confirmation now from the German Economic Institutes. They say inflation is to average 6.1% this year as well. The German institutes do say in the case of a sudden stop of Russian energy supply, they see GDP growth of 1.9% this year. And then a contraction of 2.2% in 2023. That's in the event of a sudden stop of Russian energy.
Dollar index. Cable.
Ukrainian Defense Ministry spokesman says they have no information on the surrender of Marines in Mariupol.
$CAD. $CAD. Dollar index. Dollar CAD.